She walked in like she owned the place, and to be fair, she did. Emma Rivera, 38, CEO of one of the fastest-growing logistics companies in the country. Her heels clicked across marble floors like a metronome of power. People made way. Eyes followed. She was untouchable. But that night, everything changed. And I was there not because I was supposed to be, but because I was mopping the damn floors. Name's Marcus King. I'm 41, single dad, janitor. Used to be a systems analyst in the Navy, but life's funny like that. You can go from solving encrypted threats for national defense to scrubbing someone's spilled latte off a glass desk, all in the span of a decade. The night it started, it was almost midnight. Building was empty except for me and a handful of execs who thought burning the midnight oil was a personality trait. I was doing my rounds, earbuds and playlist on shuffle, when I saw her. Emma. She was pacing around her office, her glass fortress on the 40th floor, looking like something was gnawing at her soul. I almost turned away, not my business. But then, she opened the door and walked straight toward me. "Excuse me," she said, all calm and composed. I paused. My music gave a polite nod. "Yes, ma'am." She glanced around, eyes sharp, like scanning for ghosts. Then, with a flick of her fingers, she slipped me a folded note. Whispered, "Please don't leave. Someone's following me." I stared at the paper like it had teeth. Was this a test? A prank? But when I looked back up her eyes, they weren't powerful anymore. They were scared. So I nodded. I won't. That moment, that's when the old me, the one I buried after my wife died, after I lost custody for a year, because the system doesn't know what to do with a black vet and a grieving child, that guy snapped back awake. I went back to my closet, janitor's closet, not that anyone cared, and opened a locked drawer. Pulled out a small GoPro I kept for no real reason, and a burner phone I never used. That night, both would come in handy. Back in the lobby, I acted normal. Mopped, hummed a little. But I kept one eye on the cameras, and I saw him suit two neat hands too still. Didn't belong. No badge, no smile. Just lingering. Watching her office from the ground floor monitor like he had a plan. So I made one too. Next few days, same pattern. She left notes, each one shorter than the last. He was at the coffee shop. I think my emails are being read. I can't trust anyone. One night I asked her why me. She looked at me like I was the only human left in the building. Because you see everything, and you don't ask stupid questions. Well, damn. We started working together in secret. I helped her install a hidden camera under her desk. She gave me access to her assistant's calendar. I tracked movements. She cross-checked them with missing inventory and unapproved wire transfers. What we found would make your skin crawl. Her own COO, Mr. Polished Smile. Greg Talbert was moving funds offshore, not just skimming off the top, but bleeding the company dry. Worse, he'd hired someone to scare her into stepping down quietly. No police, no press, just early retirement for personal reasons. They almost pulled it off. Until one Thursday night. Emma called me at 10:43 p.m. I remember the exact time because my daughter had just fallen asleep and I was halfway through folding laundry. Her voice was shaking. "He's here. He's in the building." I didn't ask who. I just said, "Stay in your office. Lock the door. Don't open it for anyone unless they say the phrase, 'pineapple pizza is a war crime.'" Got it. She laughed a weak little laugh, but it meant she heard me. I drove like hell. When I got there, I didn't use the front. I'd learned every back corridor, every loading dock entrance. That's the thing about being invisible. People forget you're in the room. Or in the building. I made it to her office just in time to see Greg, yes, Mr. COO himself, arguing with security, trying to get them to unlock the executive level. He had some kind of override badge. I slipped in through the service elevator, bypassed the alarm with an old Navy trick, and waited. Emma had hidden under her desk. I gave the code word. She whispered, "Thank God." Then I hit send. Remember the GoPro. All those nights we collected footage, pieced it together, time-stamped it. Yeah, I'd compiled it into a little video, sent it to 3 board members, the media, and here's the kicker, the FBI. Turns out financial crimes across state lines. Real bad look. The footage hit online like wildfire. By the time Greg made it to the top floor, the cops were already in the lobby. Emma stood up calm as ever, walked right out and looked him dead in the eye. You were never that smart, Greg. You just thought everyone else was that dumb. He tried to run. Didn't get far. I may be a janitor now, but I still know how to tackle a guy without leaving bruises. Next week, Emma held a press conference, cleared house, fired half the board, promoted her assistant to COO, and me. Well, she didn't promote me. I didn't want that. But she gave me something better. Custody of my daughter full-time. She vouched for my stability, offered me a private cleaning contract that paid 3 times what I used to make, and then handed me an envelope. Inside, a letter of recommendation for a job I never applied for Director of Internal Security. Said the role was mine if I ever wanted to stop mopping floors and start watching doors. I haven't taken it yet. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But knowing someone like her sees me that I'm not invisible, that changed everything. Funny how the world works. One moment you're the janitor nobody talks to. The next you're the reason the whole damn company didn't crumble. So now let me ask you, how many people like me are walking past you every day? How many do you ignore because of a uniform or a title? And more importantly, what would you do if someone slipped you a note that said, "Please, don't leave"? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever been underestimated or had to trust a total stranger just to survive? Let's talk about it. And hey, if you believe in second chances, if you believe people are more than their job title, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this story with someone who might need to hear it. I'll see you next time, family.